Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam amma ba'da. Habati fillah, assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As'al Allah Kareem Rabbil Arshil Azim an yatawallana fi dunya wal akhirah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all, preserve us all, forgive us all, guide us all, and rectify our condition and affairs. Habati fillah. In a beautiful and profound statement of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, and we're going to break it down. We see that Shaykh al-Islam rahmatullahi alayhi rahmatan wasi'ah, he mentions the importance of unity and that we should not always rush to destroy one another when we have differences. And he gives us the namudij of the Salaf as-Salih ridwanullahi alayhim, meaning the example of the Salaf of this ummah. And قال رحمه الله تعالى قال كانوا أي سلف الصالح. He said the Salaf as-Salih, the pious predecessors, used to يتناظرون في مسألة مناظرة مشاورة ومناصح. He said the Salaf of this ummah, the pious predecessors, they used to debate in an issue which was the type of debate which had to deal with mutual consultation and advice. وَرُبَّمَا اخْتَلَفَ قَوْلِهِمْ فِي مَسْأَلَةٍ عِلْمِيَّةٍ وَعَمَلِيَّةٍ. And perhaps sometimes they would differ in their positions regarding an issue even of aqidah, ilmiya wa amaliya. Amaliya referring to like fiqh. مع بقاء الألفة وعصمة وأخوة الدين. And what remained between them was the prestige and protection of one another's honor, and the love and the brotherhood in the religion. ولو كان كلما اختلف المسلمان في شيء تهاجرا لم يبقى بين المسلمين عصمة ولا أخوة. And he said, because if there was every time two Muslims differed over something, that they cut one another off, then there would not be any honor or anything sacred between the Muslims or any brotherhood at all anymore. Ahabati fillah, this lets us know we're not saying that the Sirat al-Mustaqim is so wide that any aqidah and any methodology is acceptable. That's not what we're saying, and that's not what the Salaf were upon. But rather, ahabati fillah, we understand that the Salaf of this ummah were human beings. And the Salaf of this ummah, that they had ijtihadat. And the Salaf of this ummah, they, between themselves, in the gatherings of ilm wa dhikr, bayna ahl sunnah, between ahl sunnah, that if they differed over an issue, they might debate about it. In order what? To prove that one was better than the other, to disgrace another? No. Munasih. This is what Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah said. I didn't say it. Out of love and consultation and advising one another, that they could take issues, dissect those issues, and with their disagreements, they did not have to destroy one another's honor. This differs with many of us in today's time who claim to follow the Salaf as-Salih ridwanullahi alayhim, that we, before there's even the most minor difference, we might just totally hate one another just because of the different masjid. Because that masjid, that student studied in Egypt. This one studied with a sheikh named Sheikh Rabi'. This one studied with a sheikh named Sheikh Muhammad bin Hadi. This one studied with a Sheikh Ibrahim Rahili. This one had the nerve to study with all of them. And we dislike one another, and we don't know how to agree with one another, and we don't know how to cooperate one another, and we don't know how to ta'awun ala birri wa taqwa, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to do. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says fi kitab al-mubin, wa ta'awun ala birri wa taqwa, wa la ta'awun ala ithmi wa udwan. Cooperate, all of you, in piety and God fearfulness, and do not cooperate in enmity and in disliking one another, and and this hatred, or in sinfulness and hatred. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden us to cooperate on hizbiyah, to cooperate on qawmiyah, or anything that involves sinfulness and foolishness. But rather, we're ordered to cooperate in birri wa taqwa, in piety. That means tawheed and ibadah. Wa taqwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and fearing Allah, adhering to his commandments and avoiding his prohibitions. This is what we're ordered to do. But where are we to the Salaf? Where is our mawqif? Why do we, every time someone we don't like their sheikh and they haven't distanced themselves from the sheikh that we don't like, that we have to destroy them, we hate them, we won't pray with them, we destroy. But yet the hizbis and the takfiris and all these other groups are laughing. The Shia Rafida even laugh at you. Even the disbelievers laugh at you. Why? Because they study Salafiyya and they study Islam. So when are we going to ta'awun ala birri wa taqwa and make the ummah strong and reviving the call to Tawheed and not destroying one another for every little difference, but rather working those differences out based on the book and the Sunnah? And if we can, as some beautiful golden advice, as our Sheikh Ayyad al-Shamri, hafidhallahu ta'ala, he mentioned when the fitna in Yemen between different mashayikh was taking place, he said, and if they can't agree, if they can't come together, those mashayikh of Ahlul Sunnah in Yemen, then this one will call in his locality, and this one will call in this locality. They'll be busy with calling to the book and the Sunnah, even if they're not cooperating together. That's the least that they can do, instead of eating one another and devoting resources to destroying and belittling one another. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, to accept our good and forgive our evil. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.